Forward. Okay. So Danielle wants to present assessment task. Is it number 2, Danielle, or number 1 you want to present as well?
Number 1. Sorry, I just like choked on
Sure. So assessment task number 1 and the subject 1578. Is it correct?
1579.
9.
Residential decoration and design.
Oh my God, you're progressing so fast. I cannot keep a track of it. Yeah.
I'm having so much fun. I'm just like, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So I'm just going to find your assessment quickly.
Okie dokie.
7-9 submission. Okay. I actually marked it already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I can go on with all the other stuff.
That's right. So quickly.
Yeah.
And I think you also sent me the presentation as well.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you with the Dropbox link so that you could see it.
Have you actually changed it since then or not?
The actual presentation as the first assessment, I haven't changed, but I've been working on the part 2 of the, like, you know how there's assessment 1 of 3, assessment 2 of 3. So I've been working on assessment 2 of 3, like working with the client's feedback from the presentation and like fixing up all the stuff I needed to fix up and all that kind of stuff. That's what I've been doing at the moment.
Yeah. I'm glad that we sorted out your assessment submission and now I have an access to everything. So would you like to start with the which document? Presentation, PDF, is that what you want me to open?
Yeah, that's what we have to present, right? Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Just quickly. You've done a wonderful job. I really like it.
Oh, thank you.
Did you?
Except for the fact that I forgot about the turquoise part.
Yes, well.
That was my epic fail.
So did you receive my email to your latest mood boards you sent me?
Yes, and then I've sent you an email back about those other ones, about fixing up the things. And then the last email you gave me was about the dining chair, and I've sent you a picture of more on my kitchen, because the other ones didn't have very much on the kitchen, and I was working on that part because I think I have a plan for that now, because I was like, having a bit of trouble mixing in the turquoise with it, but I think I have a plan for that now. And then the dining chair, I sent you a link to a dining chair that I think you might be.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so you can see the document now?
Yes.
Can you see option 1?
Yeah, I can see it.
Dark African, so here's your proposal. Okay, so you ready? Go.
All right, wait, it just changed. Okay. So the Dark African is my first first option for the client, and it focuses more on the darker colors of the like red and black, and it's not as bright, and it's different to what they had originally, where it was very plain. This is more oh my God, I can't remember the word. It's different than what people have in the area where they live at the moment. So it gives a bit of a,
I think it's more
sorry. Words aren't working for my brain today for some reason. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, dark safari. It's inspired. The colors I've been inspired and influenced by the red and black rug that was in the living room. That's the client's, and we had to keep. So I've tried to use colors from the carpet to inspire a theme. And from those colors, as well as some of the other pieces like the zebra head sculpture, I envisioned a dark African like style, and it's very warm. Like, it's not dark where you feel like you're going to be enclosed in small spaces, but it's going to be dark in a way that's inviting and like giving warmth to the people in the room.
Okay, let's have a look at the items. So this is a special spatial plan diagram. So could you explain that?
Okay, so adding bar stools to the bench will create the breakfast bench like area, so that you can eat at the bench, or like people can sit there while you're cooking, and like you can allow conversation in that area, as well as a space to eat. And then the living area is, I was trying to make the space look bigger by bringing in a large couch, and also that way it can allow for the clients larger groups of people for entertaining, but it's also big where you can like lay down on the couch and relax with their dogs as well. And then the TV was to be put on a console kind of thing. Yeah, it was very plain. I wasn't really into that one, but and then the dining room was getting rid of the big window seat that they had, getting rid of that to make more room in that space, putting in the bench underneath the window. Not a bench, sorry, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
The furniture under the bench, so that you can put items on it and just like displaying pieces, and then having a large table in there so that it's more for like you're eating. It's not a place to chill out and stuff. It's more of where you're going to bring everyone to sit down and just a space for eating more than relaxing. That's what the living room's for.
Yeah. So, I don't mind this plan. I think it all makes sense. When you're making meals, you can watch television, and so you can watch your children or your friends, sitting on the couch and interacting.
Yeah. What the kids can sit up there and do homework, but I don't know why people would do that at the bench, but people seem to do that.
Yeah. But what I would suggest, maybe break down this couch in some places so people can walk through, because it looks like it's all like a barrier to get into.
Yeah, it is definitely blocking the room from. It's not an open plan, but from what your feedback to me you gave me, I broke it up into a 2 to 3 seater on the side where the big windows are to go outside.
Yeah.
Down there, and then a L shape, so like a 3-seater with like the chase.
That's
going on the other corner, and then where the chase ends, having a like a just a what's it called, an armoire? Is that what? No, that's not right. That's not the right word. The seat, just like a seat, like where you can like read, but it's like facing towards the TV. Yeah, that's it. It's not facing towards the TV. It's like more for when you've got people sitting down and like, you're all facing one another, so that it invites conversation.
Okay.
And then
let's have a look at the items you selected. So this is proposed furniture. That's very good. I really like the selection of those chairs, the bar stool, and the table is good, but that particular chair doesn't suit it. It's a wishbone chair. So
I was like, oh, that's cool. I did that one before.
Yeah, so it does really suit that style. So
I was having a bit of trouble. I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to find a chair that really suits the style at the moment, but I have one of those. I sent you a link to a chair that's like it's like a woven dining chair with it's woven all up the back and like on the seat as well, but it's got wood legs.
Need to have a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fabrics. Wood is all right. I would think the floorboards should be more raw kind of style, more, wash.
Yeah, not like a varnished wood, but more like a hard floorboards, like they're real, not laminate.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
And maybe extra wide floorboards as well, not the traditional. So as much as you can get closer to the African natural, look and feel, like what you would use, in a natural habitat, if it makes sense. But it's
but
it should look quite modern and sophisticated.
Yeah, not feeling like you're like in the middle of the freaking Sahara camping, or like you're camping.
Right.
But more like you're in like a upper class house. That's nice.
That's right. So one comment on those floorboards. I think you need to reconsider.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I really like the cushions. They suits the style very well. I also commented on the TV unit. Please don't do that, because this is
I'm not going to do the TV unit. I'm going to mount the TV onto the wall.
Yep.
And then have like display shelves on the side, like on the side of it, where those partial, the parts, how the parts of the wall come out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my words aren't working with me today. So the the shelves would go like, on the outside, and the TV goes in the middle, but mounted on the wall.
Yeah.
That way you can display all their like photos and
basically when you do that, Danielle, just be very aware of the textures you're using. Okay, if it's a raw wood, just stick to that. Do not use polished wood, or do not use paint wood, or don't use anything else. Just stick to that particular style of wood. Okay.
The raw, like what's on the coffee table. Like
right, but at the same time, be very careful. Don't do wood on wood.
Yes.
It's not like in a French, kitchen where butter on butter and it makes it tasty, we don't do that. So just be careful with where you apply it to and how much you actually apply it to on. So this is the rustic beach mood boards and second option. Okay.
Yes.
So you were proposing, which I didn't jump on.
Yeah, you didn't like. I definitely preferred the first one to this one, just because the first one is very different to what they had. It seemed as though the clients were trying to make like a beachy house, kind of like resort beachy kind of feel, but they hadn't like fully finished it. So this was more going along the lines of fixing what they already had and like evolving it a bit more.
That's right.
Then,
and I think when you say rustic beach mood board, when you say that style, rustic beach, it does not really suit the elements the clients have. It does not suit that, zebra decoration.
Yeah, that's what I mean that's what I mean when I say like evolving what they had, like, making what they had but better than what they had. Like, you're like, you guys are trying, but this is what would look better with your style of house, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's not. It doesn't suit the elements that they already have in the house. So that's why I didn't go with it. Yeah. So those elements, like the lights can actually go to the African mood board as well, because this light.
Oh yeah, okay. In the kitchen.
Yeah, wherever you want to put it.
Dining room. Yeah.
Just think about it. Okay, so there's more furniture there as well. Okay. So you've done a beautiful job. And as you said,
what was that?
You've done a beautiful job here. So as you said, you prefer the first mood board, so do I.
Yeah.
because it does suit the items which they had in mind and they wanted to keep.
Yeah. It's easier to make it more eclectic, and
That's
because the African theme is more eclectic, like mixing and matching different parts of their culture and stuff. Yeah.
And you can make it more interesting as well.
Yeah, and it will be interesting for their guests and stuff, because when lots of people, when they have houses in areas near the beach, they make their houses beach themed. So having someone's house which is like African or even industrial or whatever, it's different, and it's like it is a breath of fresh air.
That's
because
right.
you know, the beach theme, everybody does it at the, like, not just at the moment, but like within the last like 10 years, everybody's going for that, and it's just like something different is.
Yeah, I agree. I really like it, but I want you to make it bring more, special elements, more differentiation to that African theme. Just have a look at more interior design, and most importantly, have a look at the original African living, like South African outdoor living and indoor living, and what they actually have there, the traditional way. So it could be like, mostly you would use raw linen, raw wood, not too many colors. They quite
more neutrals and
more neutrals, earthy colors. Definitely red, black, white, grey. All of those.
It is interesting working with the turquoise, like working the turquoise into it.
Yes, you have to incorporate that as well. Yeah. It's going to be tricky, but you can do it. Also have a look at all sorts of mosaics, which are mostly like, freehand mosaics boards. They could be made out of natural stone, sandstones and things like that. So in combination with the raw wood floorboards, like a non-polished, raw style, extra wide, specifically designed, Also think about using tiles as well with the floorboards in the living room, not just floorboards. Okay, so just consider that. Okay.
Like maybe making where like the floorboards meet the wall, instead of like they meet like a tile border instead of the wall. Like, the floorboards go up to tile and then the tile hits the wall.
Well, just play with it. Think about it. Maybe you will also incorporate different level as well. So you might change the levels as well. Maybe there will be level up and down in the floor. So just think about it.
Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do anything you think you want to, because there isn't a specific budget. But please do not design, a palace because it's not going to suit the location. Okay.
Yes. And with the like, try and keep all the main structures and all that kind of stuff. Like, don't be breaking down walls.
Changing the structures. No.
Yeah. Also, I have a question. The pantry. Can we reshape the pantry?
Yes, you can reshape the pantry. Yes.
Like, make it more square instead of.
Sure.
Like,
Just don't move the walls. Just don't move the walls.
No smashing down walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Okay, my big question is, I'm having problems with my SketchUp.
Yeah.
Like the design into SketchUp, because I know there was we're given the plan, like the ICAB CAD thing, that you put into SketchUp and then you bring the walls up.
Yeah.
Every time I try and bring the walls up, it won't work, because it says it keeps on interfering with other pieces from like other layers. No. I mean, I've drawn them, but you know how you have to raise them up a certain amount.
You use push-pull tool. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine won't allow it, because it just keeps on saying that it's intersecting with like other pieces, like the roof and stuff.
Yeah.
So
when when you bring the plan in, lock it. Make sure the CAD drawing, the original drawing you brought in, is locked. And then whatever you're drawing on top is in a separate layer and does not interfere with the CAD drawing.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion, Vesna. If you have problems, just send the file to me and I'll have a look at it, okay, Danielle? Because I cannot judge it. I need to get into that and have a look at it.
Okay. And I was also wondering, like the height of the bench. How high is the actual bench?
Well,
Like not the bench, the island and stuff. Like how high is that?
Well, that's a normal height as you would normally have everywhere. I think it's 85, 75 or 90. Just have a look at
Just go by 900. Yeah, 900 overall. 900,
yeah. So they like standard.
That's a really high bench top.
Yeah, I think it's 75 or 85. Wherever you choose, it's just go by your kitchen bench.
There's actually a regulation for the height of kitchen benches in the standards. So it is 875 plus the overhead. So it's actually just on 900 around the waist.
Yeah, so I think something around 85. I don't remember. 80.
Yeah, it's only 75.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not that important for that particular assessment, as long as it looks realistic. Okay. Any more questions? No. Vesna, would you like to present now?
Yeah, sure. If Danielle's finished, yeah.
So let's find your assessment. Now, because you submitted a few times, I just need to find the right one.
Just the last one, yeah.
Not from April. Okay, so I'll just need to go back to the website just quickly. Okay. Yes, so Danielle, yes, I did grade your assessment, so I just checked it and it's all good.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
She's on the phone.
So are we doing assessment task number 1?
2. We're doing 2.
Okay, we're doing 2. Number 2. Okay. Now, I haven't graded this one yet.
Yeah, because you want to have me present it first. So that's fine.
But I've seen it, I'm sure I have. So it's coming. And got my...
and I still don't like design.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not very user-friendly and it's not very good for if you want to go back and edit. It just alters everything. So
yeah.
I still prefer PowerPoint, but anyway, I'll stick with it for this assignment.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. I'm doing a new share. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So that's just the first page, introduction, kind of just an assessment 2 or 3.
Feedback and analysis. Okay. And let's have a look at the design. So here's, okay, so you made some changes here, have you?
Yes, I have.
There is a beautiful shelf you put on the corner of the kitchen bench.
It's a lazy Susan, but the new one, the novelty.
Yeah, it looks very interesting.
I can see the cat on one of those shelves.
Do they actually have that window on top there?
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
Took me forever to draw it.
Beautiful, okay. Now, Yeah, I like the colors. They look real good.
Basically, I just had to integrate
Yeah.
all the 3 rooms with those colours. I'm not a big fan of the zebra ornament, but each to their own.
I actually like it. I don't mind it. I think it's it suits the style. Yeah,
So I
great.
just want to accentuate it, but not
Yep.
override it. And it was
Yeah.
in the main room where the feature would probably sit on the
Yeah.
wall where it is at the moment.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask them to move it.
Yeah.
It's a his and hers kind of arrangement with now Tootsie for me works the best with his furniture because at the end of the day they're all also sofas, they're open up, so if you've got extra guests but when the guests move, you know what, you can move those little ottomans to the side and
That's
back
right.
them somewhere away.
Just
you know,
one
and
comment. Maybe too many ottomans. Maybe we just need only 2 instead of 4.
well, it's more of a accent. It probably won't be even used if they don't
I
have
like the cushions, and I like maybe that turquoise cushion is cool too. Maybe not the
It
stripe
just
one.
brings back the kitchen in
Yeah,
and the table.
maybe we don't want that black and grey and white stripe one because it's kind of interferes with the zebra.
Yeah.
I
Like I said, I'm just giving
brown.
options still here. So I'm writing this down. So you don't want the striped one. It's the client's comments.
Yeah. The coffee table's good. Yeah, no, it's looking good, real good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of 80s style.
It is. Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying for the pop art, but it sort of come out because of the feature wall in the kitchen. It's only because their house is very light, very sterile with the colours. It's just very bold with the red and the dark cherry wood timber. And I wanted to keep it light because when you look outside, it is a beach environment. It's a lightweight, happy kind of thing. I just wanted to bring more interest, more eye contact, and at the same time separate. I really, like I said before, have an issue with no privacy in between the bedrooms and the living areas.
Okay, I like the dining. I like the red chairs, look good on that carpet. I mean, it's all cohesive with that style, to be honest. And
that's what I've tried to do is just amalgamate the 3 rooms together.
Quite cohesive.
What they want. Yes, yeah, and these are the sections that look a little bit odd because I've tried to show how the colours work or integrate in all 3 rooms. But yeah, I've just been reading, actually listening to the lynda.com. I'm one of the bolding in the sections and making them cleaner and nicer, and so hopefully. And like I said, this is the critical analysis. The last photo is this. I love this photo in all the photos from that indoor and outdoor site and house visit. This just spoke to me about the clients, and that was the feel that these actually were the colours that I brought out of and put it in their home. And I still want to put a massive French door on the side of the dining room, so I'm connected to the other French door. So there's like a L-shaped French door happening in the lounge and dining.
Yeah. Okay.
So because if they live in Queensland, it is possible to be able to,
That's right.
do that indoor-outdoor living.
Okay. So we have 10 minutes remaining. So I'm just going to look through that again, and I'm thinking, so now everything looks quite cohesive. Now, with this table, can we fit 8 chairs?
We can, but I didn't want to congest it. It looks a little bit too red. I had 8.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just looked a little red for me. And I'm thinking, that little spare office in the second room, this is what happens with the extra chairs and extra ottomans when people are not around.
Just the table looks like it can accommodate 8.
It does. It does accommodate 8.
And then the rack should be much bigger. Yeah, the rack should be much bigger, so all the chairs standing on the rack.
Scale that I was working. Yeah, that's true. I actually wanted the more busier rug.
Then also think about maybe give them a, kind of I like the feature wall, and I like what you put the art in there, so it suits it. Maybe just give them a cabinet for, display.
Oh, no, I'm going to use the existing. So I will nominate to have the existing little buffet unit they have in their original house.
Okay.
So that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah. Now, also think about decorating the table and maybe placing some plants around the house somewhere.
That's next.
Yeah, bits and pieces, so make it more, homely and livable. Now, the other comment is maybe think about breaking down those boards, floorboards with tiles as well, and maybe changing the level again of the floor if you want to. Don't need to, but I'm just thinking there's too much of that floorboards.
Grey, yes.
It's everywhere. It's a huge area.
Red.
That's right. It's a huge area, and it just goes on and on and on, from the living to the kitchen to the dining. You look at the amount of it, and maybe you want to break it up. You want to break zones, up clearly. Now, with the size of this rug here for the living area, it's too small. So the rug needs to be much bigger, as you know. So,
all right, it's not the original rug. This is the closest that I could find on SketchUp.
Well, just don't.
Yeah,
it will change. You can change the size of the rug. Yeah, to accommodate it. So, as I said to Danielle before, do we have the size of the rug? No, but you can make it the biggest rug possible by the standard. So I don't remember what
that alone,
the biggest
just
one.
making that rug bigger would reduce the whole feel of the room. It will just bring the red out more.
Yes, but you remember that the rug should be the size of the rug should be selected for the furniture. So the furniture needs to stand on the rug.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about those 3 fluffy animals, because I have them. They leave fur balls everywhere. They're horrible to clean. So I'm actually keeping everything in leather and floorboard and just quick, easy clean.
Yeah,
because
and
not only
tiles
is
will be good too. Yeah. So just think about it, and so the sizes also, the bar stools, where they would go, where
I didn't put them in because I can't. I think they're going to end up being just by looking at the floor plan, which isn't the correct way of looking at things. But from perspective, I'm going with the turquoise color for the bar stools. So it was something that maybe you can give me. Would you prefer maybe, say, turquoise? Would you like that to be that one connecting feel between the 3 rooms? Because in perspective, you go to the top picture, the perspective actually has a lot of turquoise in it, right?
Yeah.
But the floor plan doesn't, just the way, you perceive it. And because that's what I'm saying, yeah. So the dining room, it is visible, quite visible, and quite a lot of red in there.
But break it up with turquoise, put some decoration in it. It's gonna look nice. Also,
I'm thinking cookies,
turquoise seating. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, but the two chairs that are available in that color on SketchUp, I need to spend at least a day changing the design of them. They're horrid.
Okay, that's fine. Look, just you can just recolor the upholstery, and that will be.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I could just pick any bar stool
you want and just recolor upholstery. Yeah, to whatever.
Yeah, I was just getting to. I lose sense of direction sometimes when I get obsessed with something. So I
don't need to build it. No. Okay, so you're going in the right direction. All good. I really like those new textures you brought in, like zebra. Those cushions are beautiful. That rug is going to look very nice. I like the glass surfaces. It's all good. It's all going there. It looks quite cohesive.
It looks cohesive. It looks modern. It looks contemporary, but it looks happy and fun and beachy. So that's all I was trying to get, is them and what they already have, but something that's going to just lift it up with the elements that they love.
And also I told you that maybe reconsider having two identical sofas in front of each other, maybe just...
That's why I had the round. Yeah, there's a round one. One is a round, actually, and there's a little round bit. And I was just looking at that one. I'm thinking, I don't know, because I'm like a bit of a symmetrical freak. It's just something that's, within me. I just require...
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
your kitchen is asymmetrical. If you look at it, it's asymmetrical.
And I'm thinking that's already bringing in enough chaos.
Yes, you have L shape there, and you have L shape on both sides, L-shaped sofas. Maybe one sofa is L-shaped and another sofa could be...
Maybe I will make one more couch round, just to bring that roundness, because the round to me, it's not 80s, it's not pop, but it's more organic. It's more...
That's right. So,
because their whole house is very linear, very white, very sterile, clean cut.
Yeah. So just continue with that, and also remember to pop in a few plants and a few, organic things into that design, because it's a bit too,
Yeah, we'll have to bring people into the next one and all that. So yeah, I'm working on that at the moment.
Excellent. So you're all on the right track. It looks beautiful. So.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'll keep going then.
Yeah,
that's all I need.
Just a quick, guys, just to all of you, just remember to spell check all your presentations, okay, as well.
I still don't know how to do spell check in design. I don't like InDesign.
Yes, I received the email, yes.
Ugh, I really don't like it. Maybe I will love it one day, but at the moment it's frustrating the hell out of me.
Well done, everybody, guys, and thank you for presenting your work, and I'll see you next week, okay?
Yes.
And I'll put it out for the other students to look at, because you're in the front of the whole cohort doing the presentations and your designs. So well done.
Yay, Danielle.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, have a lovely weekend. See you next week.
You too. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.